So here we are yet again about the cancel culture trying to destroy this man's reputation, all because he gave an important speech at a graduation in Kansas City. This is one of the main reasons why I believe the cancel culture need to cancel themselves, because what idiot decided to start a petition to get this man kicked off the team because of what he said about Joe Biden and everybody else during the speech, which he has every right to because that's his beliefs. I mean, we don't know if he's Republican or Democrat. I really don't care. I'm not into politics or anything, but what I do care about is this man's reputation on the line of people try to cancel him because of what he said at the graduation, calling him misogynist for speaking his truths, which is dumb. It's 2024 and we're still dealing with this. This is nuts. Harrison Butker's critics are on the move, but so are his defenders. Because two different petitions are floating around. One wants him off the Chiefs, another wants him to stay. A petition.org is circulating and going viral as it demands his dismissal from the Chiefs over what they believe to be a discriminatory remarks. And at this point, it's got a lot of signatures nearly hitting at 150,000 goal since it started a few days ago. The petition, which popped up 2 days after his polarizing speech, really goes after HB, accusing him of using his platform to spread harm instead of unity, and pushing harmful stereotypes that threatens progress. However, there is an opposite movement in his favor. A lot of others are rallying behind him on the change.org as well, starting up their own petitions that call for him not only to remain on the Chiefs, but to get a promotion as well. Now, this promotion part is really interesting because this is a man that loves God, that loves his wife because of his wife's sacrifice. And I don't know if she was part of the military or if she's done something different in her career that made her want to do the sacrifice for her family, that made him love her for that as well. But good for that family, and shout out to both of them. But the promotion part, I think he definitely needs it because of that speech. Everybody needs to get behind this dude because I don't understand why cancel culture are trying to destroy this man's reputation for what? Of what he said about women being lied to throughout the years, promising them a bright future, but ending up going down the rabbit holes that we're seeing all the time. It's true. Some of the names of these smaller petitions speak for themselves. Harrison Butker for Chiefs team captain. Give Harrison a raise and support Harrison for standing up for traditional family values and roles, to name a few. And they all think he nailed it. Good. I'm glad they did. You know what I'm saying? This man is old school. And I love looking up to people who are very old school and traditional, that come from an old era, that represent unity, teamwork, and family, united as one. Not an era where everybody is so independent they can just do their own thing and not depend on everybody. But when you have a man that comes from a traditional family value that most Americans lack the most, that I see most of the time. I mean, this man knew exactly what he's talking about. And he comes from that era. He was raised right by both parents. You could tell they were hard working at what they do. And he was inspired by that. And the fact that he broke down paying tribute to his wife, and coming from a background of family value that is traditional, and becoming a role model for those that want to be inspired by his speech, that's the kind of person that I want to be into. That's the kind of person that I look up to. You know what I'm saying? But for the left, the cancel culture, everybody that wants to jump on a bandwagon and just try to cancel him because of what he said, it's utterly ridiculous, and I don't like it. We should mention these petitions that are backing him up are tiny compared to one dragging him. With just a few thousand signatures and somewhat scattered and disjointed, clearly there's a debate going on here in terms of the content of his speech. Remember, the Chiefs kicker raised eyebrows with his speech at the college, touching on abortion, the LGBT community, and a woman's true purpose as homemakers and mothers. And that speech alone, I see nothing wrong with what he said, though. He's not being misogynist. He's not being homophobic, which a lot of you keep accusing people of when they're speaking their truths. And I'm getting tired of seeing that already. This is a man that stood on business. He said his truths. He said where his beliefs are. And he's basically said nothing but the truth. And y'all got so mad about it. And I don't understand why people in this planet don't like when people spread the truth. It's like a person is going on the streets spreading the word of gospel, and you got so many people out here that are pro-Satanists, in terms of calling him names, cursing him out, giving him the finger, and trying to assault him because of him spreading the word of gospel. And this is exactly what Harrison was dealing with while he spoke on serious topics of something like this. And I didn't see nothing wrong with it because they want this man canceled of what he said about the LGBT community. So it's okay for the people in the LGBT community to say these things, but it's not okay for a straight person to say it. It's okay when y'all do it, but it's a problem when we do it. Someone please help me make sense out of this issue. While fans clamor over whether HB should or shouldn't be able to keep his job, it'll ultimately be up to the Chiefs brass, and so far we haven't heard a peep on that front. And I don't think you should, because the coach, the staff, everybody from the Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to ride behind him one way or another. They're not going to cancel him. They're not going to release him to another team. They're not going to let him go. They're not going to fire him because of what the butthurt leftists got offended over what he said and got mad over it. It's like y'all act like your feelings are more important than actual facts. And like I said, I see nothing wrong with what he said. He's old school. He comes from a traditional family value background. And he stood on business. He spoke on nothing but facts. And at the end of the day, stop getting mad at people for speaking the truth. Stop calling them misogynistic over something they say. And if you don't know what the word misogynist or misogynistic means, then I will advise you to think before you say anything that you're going to regret. Because if you don't know what that word or the definition of the word mean, don't say it, period. So, shout out to Harrison. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. Bruh, you got my, you know what I'm saying? I got your back. You got my support all the way. If there's more information about this, I'm going to let y'all know what's up. Link to the article will be down below, and I'm going to catch you